Let's just check notes. Guys, it's the last one of the season. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Letter Live here from Dayton, Ohio. Part 2 of the Stark County takeover in Ohio high school basketball. Earlier today, we saw the Louisville Leopards take home Division III state championship gold, 63-61 over Cincinnati Aiken. And now we've got the other Stark County team that, frankly, nobody expected to be here. Perry from Massillon, right back in it.
Well, don't tell Perry they don't belong here, because they proved in the postseason they belong here, beating the competition they played, beating a team like Warren Harding. The great state semifinal game against North Royalton, a team that had not lost since early in the season, coming from way behind to beat them. And now they face probably their toughest task to date in a Westerville North team who also has not lost since early in the season. How good is Westerville North? Let's look at a couple of games that they played this year. They beat the Louisville Leopards by 12. We just saw Louisville win a state championship. They beat the Jackson Polar Bears, who shared the Federal League championship this season. This is a formidable foe that Perry is going to face.
Sorry, Mike, I just had to take a sip of my Frappuccino. I put it on the hotel, so don't worry. For those who are just joining us, welcome to the Letter Live. My name is Aiden Brueck. I'm joined with local sports reporting legend Mike Popovich here in Dayton, Ohio at UD Arena for the Division II basketball state championships. And Mike, it is going to be a great one. I had the chance to talk to a lot of people before the game, but one of the people that I didn't talk to was actually David McCauley. And David McCauley from Stark Sports Coverage asked me to make a voiceover for his hype video. So Perry fans, if you are watching, I'm sorry if you've seen it already, but here is a little get-up for this game. Brought to you by Stark Sports Coverage, David McCauley and Gavin Hensel. People had penciled in for an early exit. But guess what? They didn't care. They just kept winning. And now they're standing on the biggest stage in Ohio high school basketball, staring down the #1 seed with a state championship on the line. So let's talk about that #1 seed, Westerville North. This is a team that has dominated all year long. They don't just win. They bury teams. 23 straight wins, an offense that puts up nearly 80 a night. On paper, this shouldn't be close. But that's exactly what people have been saying about Perry for weeks. And yet, here they are. Luke Wolf, he's been him. The guy who takes the shots when everything is on the line. Preston Daisy stepped up in the biggest moment, proving he's not afraid of the spotlight. Darnell McLeod, a defensive problem, shutting down the best players in the state while making plays at the rim and over the rim. And then there's Nico Martelli, the glue guy, the one eating up minutes and doing all the little things that don't particularly show up on the box score. Drake Jacobson is another one. He is a sniper. The guy who can swing a game with a couple of deep ones, and if he's feeling it, that changes everything. So yeah, Westerville North is the favorite, the machine, the team that's been expected to win this all year long. But Perry? They're the team that won't go away. They've taken every punch, they've silenced every doubter, and they are right here, ready to finish what they started. One game, one shot at history. Well, how about that, David McCauley? Avid Reed Sims Jr. enthusiast. I mean, I didn't think you had that much heart in him for Perry, but homegrown, I guess.
Well, they gave you their love, so by having you do that. So best of luck to those guys, along with you, who want to aspire a career in sports media. And It's a great time to be young and want to have a career in that.
Without a doubt. So, Mike, I just want to take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. Starting off with the Perry Panthers. Got Darnell McLeod, 6'1", senior shooting guard, solid number 3 option, but at this point he's not really a number 3 option. This kid has been electric, taking on that point guard role for the Panthers after Mikey Haley went down with appendicitis. But now that we know Mikey Haley could get potential minutes in this game, although it's appendicitis, his core is probably shattered, so we're not gonna promise anything about Mikey Haley playing. Next up on the starting lineup, we got Drake Jacobson, a 6'1" senior guard as well. Currently 40% clip from the field. Key secondary scorer. He added 11 points in their semifinal win, giving Perry a boost from the perimeter. Next up, you got Nico Martelli. Great inside, the glue guy for this Perry team. 6'5", forward. He's a junior. And then you got Preston Daisy, who found his way into the starting lineup after Mikey Haley went down with those aforementioned injuries. And he currently had and recently he had 18 points in the state semifinal, Mike. So Preston Daisy, he's going to be able to get it done as well. On the Westerville North side of things, Tyson Perkins, number 0, currently averaging 7.8 points per game with 4 rebounds per game. Currently the team's leading rebounder, even though he's only 5'8". Then you got Micah Young, number 1, 6'3", senior guard, currently averaging 14.6 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game. Then you got Ty Perkins, currently committed to Akron. He's a McDonald's All-American nominee, 1,000-plus points scored in his high school career, currently averaging 14.9 points per game. Then he kicked things over to Tony Cornett, sophomore, currently 9 points per game, 2.6 rebounds per game, and 1.2 rebounds per game. Then you have Nolan Fadak, 7.1 points per game, 3.4 rebounds per game. Strong presence on the wing. I mean, this Westerville North team is just rounded all around the edges, and it's really going to be a pleasure to see Shan Trusley's team. Now, before we get those started, I had the opportunity to talk to Matt Vole and Shan Trusley before the game. So here are those pre-game interviews courtesy of the Letter Media Network. 14-13, not a lot of people would have expected Perry to be in this situation, but still, against all odds, you've still made it. What type of adversity do you think really helped you get up to this position, and the fact that you guys are literally playing for a state championship in 30 minutes?
Yeah, when you're playing against teams in our league and our non-conference schedule, strength of schedule has always prepared us, and it puts you against the wall, and you have to figure it out as a group, and sometimes that's not easy. But this group's been resilient. They're hungry, and they figured it out, and we're fighting together. And that makes a big difference when you have a group of kids that are working together in the same direction.
Without a doubt. So this Westerville North team is one of the toughest teams that you will face this season, if not the toughest opponent that you will face. It's not often that you come by a team that is over 20 wins, especially in tournament time when all of them are vying for that final spot. You see a lot of them early, but not a lot of them late. And now that you guys are coming into it as a 14-13 team, do you think that really matters at all at this point?
No, I mean, both teams are undefeated in the tournament, and being undefeated in the tournament means that you get to play one more, and this just happens to be the last game. And Westerville North, they're loaded, they're talented. They run teams off by an average of, I think, 35 a game in the tournament. Untested, really, to be honest, in Division II.
Just a couple of things. Obviously, your team has been here in a hotel in Dayton overnight. What have your meetings been like, trying to not only bond but get ready for this performance?
No, I think our kids have taken each step, and every step that we take, we always want to do the best we can to stay the course. Whether it's the clap out at the school or in the locker room right before we get started. Everything that we've done, we've always tried to give our kids the best chance, and we want to do the best everything that we do.
I got to ask, really, what's the scouting report look like for this squad?
Oh, you got to take care of the ball. They go score, and that's first and foremost. And then after that, if we can control a little bit of the tempo and get what we want on offense and defense, we got to hold them to one shot, and no splits, no layups. But like I said, easier said than done.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck. Coach, this is obviously a big moment for Westerville North. You're coming into a state championship once again. So, I mean, what really goes into your thought process when you're trying to, maintain that game plan, but also not let all the outside factors get in your way?
We're playing an outstanding team tonight in Massillon Perry, and both groups of kids have worked really hard to get to this point, and we're really focused tonight, and we know we have a major task on our hands, and the kids are excited, and we're looking forward to tonight's contest.
Yeah, I mean, you got commits flying everywhere on the floor. I mean, really, how does that affect your game plan as well, having so many solid ball handlers?
The kids have worked really hard on their talents, on their gifts, and tonight we're going to need all of that. Like I said, when we play Perry, Perry's an outstanding team, really well coached. Coach Vold does a tremendous job, and it's going to be exciting tonight. This time of the year is always fun with basketball. A little bit of March tournament basketball, state championship. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, just one more question before I let you go. Perry, 14-13. Nobody would have ever expected them to be in this position. Do you think that taints or helps your perspective of this squad?
I'm sure the kids from Perry expected to be in this position, and we have all the respect in the world for the kids from Massillon Perry because we know how hard you have to work to get here. When we step out on the floor tonight, it's going to be two teams going for a state championship, and we're excited about that.
All right, thank you.
Well, hello, everybody. We are back from the Letter Live here from Dayton, Ohio. My name is Aiden Brueck. I'm joined with Mike Popovich, local sports reporting legend for the Canton Repository. And Mike, we are about to get going with our starting lineup introductions here in UD Arena. But while they do that, because we already gave you the starters like 5 minutes ago, I'm just saying we might be ahead of the times. I'm going to give you my breakdown of what needs to go down in this game for both squads. Okay, welcome to Brueck's Breakdown. It's Perry versus Westerville North. Nobody saw this coming, okay? Not in December, not in January, probably not even in February, okay? But here we are in March, and Perry is one way a win from a state title. Okay, Westerville North, they've been here before. This is a team that expected to be in Dayton from the start. A powerhouse with one of the best backcourts in the state with a suffocating defense and a 23-game win streak after starting 1-2. Perry, they started the tournament with a 9-13 record. They weren't supposed to get past the district round, let alone be the last team standing in their region and representing the Federal League. But here they are, playing for their first ever state championship. But the question is simple. Does the Cinderella story get its fairy tale ending? Or does Westerville North's dominance continue? Well, I'm here to answer those questions for you pregame. Perry's game plan, keep doing the impossible. Honestly, against a Westerville North team like this, they've just embraced the underdog world, honestly. They've beaten teams they weren't supposed to beat, won games they weren't supposed to win, and made it to a stage nobody expected them to reach. But to pull off one more upset, they'll need their best game of the season. Luke Wolf has to play like the best player on the floor. He's been Perry's go-to guy with 17.3 points per game and delivering in those clutch moments. He's had big shots, game winners, momentum-changing plays, but this is his biggest stage yet. The defense for Perry is non-negotiable, okay? Westerville North scores over 77 points per game on average. Perry, they allow more points than they score. Statistically, they do. This can't be a shootout. Perry is going to win. It has to be with a defensive battle. That means contesting shots, limiting transition buckets, and making every possession a grind for Westerville North. Preston Daisy needs to be a factor inside for the Perry Panthers. He stepped up in the semifinal with 18 points, giving Perry a much-needed presence in paint. But against a team that thrives in the open court, Daisy's ability to slow things down and work inside needs to be crucial. So Perry's thrived in close games, but can they survive one more, Mike? That is the question. In terms of Westerville North, let me get you up to speed. Westerville North do not do surprises. They don't let teams hang around. They don't get caught slipping, okay? They are a machine, and they're here to finish what they started. Ty Perkins and Micah Young are the best backcourt in this game. There's no debate. Perkins is an Akron commit, a McDonald's All-American nominee, and the OCC Capital Player of the Year. Young is right there with him, averaging 14.6 points per game and doing a little bit of everything on the floor. If these two get going early, it's over for Perry. Defense travels. Westerville North allows just 52.2 points per game. One of the best marks in the state. They don't just stop teams, they shut them down. They'll throw different looks at Perry, mix in pressure, and make every offensive possession difficult. They overwhelm these teams fast. Westerville North, currently their point differential in wins is 529 on the season. Their average margin of victory, over 25 points per game. And they have the size and depth advantage. So here's really my keys to the game. Perry has been playing with house money for weeks, and nobody expected them to be here, okay? But they keep finding ways to win. They've been resilient, fearless, and clutch when it matters most, and they will need that all again. Westerville North, dominant from the jump. They don't take nights off. They don't let teams hang around, and they don't care about feel-good stories. They're not here for a Cinderella run. They are here to win a championship. Mike, this game is going to be decided by who controls the tempo. And if Perry are able to slow it down, make it a half-court battle, keeping it close in the final minutes, they might have a shot. But if Westerville North forces turnovers, gets out in transition, and builds an early lead, this is going to be another statement win. One team playing with nothing to lose. The other has everything to prove. And now it's time to see who handles the moment. Mike, welcome to the Letter Live here from Dayton, Ohio. And we are about to get to tip-off.
I think the best point you made in that breakdown, defense, non-negotiable. Perry has to play it to have a chance.
Tay Perkins hits it over to Tony Cornett on that left wing after they win the tip. Westerville North trying to get the first points on the board, but they are unsuccessful. Luke Wolf gets the board with 7 minutes, 48 seconds to tick here in the first. Wolf takes it to that left wing, over to McLeod. McLeod over to Jacobson now. Finds Martelli now with the key. Inside, Daisy tried to get it, couldn't get it done. It's still Perry ball. I believe it was tripping called on Westerville North's Tay Perkins.
Yeah, we saw Preston Daisy have a huge game for the Panthers in the state semifinals. 18 points, needs to be a big factor today.
Three ball taken by Drake Jacobson, but it's to no avail, going Westerville North's way. And after 7 minutes, 33 seconds are left on the clock. 30 seconds have been burned by both of these teams. It's Perry and Westerville North, both tied at 0 apiece. Tyson Perkins being the primary ball handler for Westerville North at this point. And a three ball is almost taken by by Tony Cornett. Handed over to the side, and that's a three ball by Micah Young.
Yeah, Micah Young gets things going for Westerville North.
A turnover for Westerville North, goes inside. And that's Tony Cornett. Another turnover inside. Micah Young puts one up, and it's a 7-point lead for Perry. Another turnover almost caused by Westerville North, and oh my goodness, Mike, it is a barrage of turnovers for Perry. That's just 3 already. That's 2 already in the first minute. Martelli on the inbound. Hand things off to Luke Wolf. Another turnover. Micah Young takes it to no avail. It's going to be Perry's ball once again. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Westerville North 7, Perry 0. Martelli on the inbound. Gets it to McLeod. McLeod needs to press up. He's going down the timeline, past the Flyers logo. Takes it from that left wing, almost loses it, keeps with it. Hands it to Wolf. Wolf, deep three. Man in his face can't match it. Micah Young gets the board for Westerville North. The Warriors have a shot with Tay Perkins, but he misses his three. Drake Jacobson outboarded, and it's given up to Tony Cornett with a three. Timeout called by Perry as Matt Bull, utterly disgusted by this dominant performance from Westerville North.
Well, Westerville North playing as if defense is non-negotiable for them. forcing three early turnovers with their pressure in the backcourt, taking advantage of that. And when they're on offense, they don't waste any time. You want to put them in the shot clock shootout next year, go ahead and put them in. But they're off to a great start. 10-0, not even 2 minutes into this game. Micah Young and Tony Cornett with 5 points apiece for Westerville North. You know, Ty Perkins and Tyson Perkins and Micah Young are all 3 brothers. So can you imagine the competitive nature in that family, especially with Ty Perkins and Micah Young, the 2 best players on the team.
Perry looking to regroup after a rough minute and a half to start the first quarter, to start the game even then. It's going to be Martelli on the inbound for the Panthers. Westerville North has just been relentless with the press up. Martelli inbounds it to Jacobson, and he gets free. Has to get past one. Tries to break the ankles of Tay. Goes inside. Tough layup. It's good. Perry is on the board. I repeat, Perry is on the board. Westerville North 10. Perry 2. Mid-range jumper taken by Micah Young. No good. Wolf settles down. He's got to get it through. Down the timeline he goes. He's guarded by Tyson Perkins. Stays with it. Avoids the violation. Has to keep it in. Martelli takes it now. Over to the 3-ball. 3-ball taken. Drake Jacobson rolls out. Drake Jacobson almost had it. Westerville North 10. Perry 2. And another 3-ball taken. Micah Young can't notch it. Westerville North just out rebounding as Nolan Fadak takes a 3. They missed the rebound, but Wolf gets it. Scooping it up, taking it down the court. McLeod on that other side. McLeod hits Jacobson. Drake Jacobson on that right wing. Pass to Hill inside. Hands it out to Luke Wolf. Wolf fakes the 3. Steps back. Foul call.
Now this is where Perry has to take advantage of a slight opening. 3 opportunities for Westerville North down at the other end of the court, including a wide open layup that was missed.
Wolf taking it up inside, out to McLeod. Going from that foul stripe, has to kick it out. Drake Jacobson will reset for the Panthers. It's Westerville North 10, Perry 2, 4 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in the first. Drake Jacobson takes over that right wing, over to Wolf, and Wolf gets it tipped out by Nolan Fadak, but to no avail. It's still Perry ball. Wolf still with that brace on his left arm. He's sported all season. Westerville North 10, Perry 2 now with 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go. Drake Jacobson was eyeing the 3-ball. Hands it off to Wolf instead, and Wolf will run the pure point. Over to Drake Jacobson now at the logo. Wolf has it. Deep 3 taken. Step in, no good. Can't get his board. It's handed to Tay Perkins. He's up. Puts it in. Heavily contested by Drake Jacobson. But it's no go. Perry have found themselves playing down for this position before. Tony McLeod loses it. Inside, Tony Cornett. He's fouled.
Well, that's 4 turnovers already for Perry in this game. And Westerville North has already taken advantage of a couple of them to build this lead. Now Tony Cornett will go to the free throw line to try to increase it even further.
Cornett's first is no good.
Cornett averaging 9 points a game for Westerville North. Eyes is second in front of the Perry student section, and he hits it.
The Westerville North student section is huge, stretching up all the way to the back end of the row. Luke Wolf, primary ball handler for Perry, hands over to Drake Jacobson. Jacobson now at that key, designing a college 3-ball. Won't take it. Dices up from beyond the stripe. Can't notch it. Daisy gets the board, puts it up. And Daisy, like I said, will need to be instrumental in this competition. It's a 9-point lead for the Warriors now. 4 minutes to go here in the first. Westerville North 13, Perry 4. Tyson Perkins Hands over to Mikey Young. Young tries to pull one up, won't get it. This is Perry's chance. Drake Jacobson almost crosses up Cornett. Goes past Wolf. Gives it back to Wolf. Wolf calls the play from the logo, hands it over to Daisy. Daisy now from that right wing. Eyeing Wolf inside. Wolf, tough layup. Goes in!
Boy, that was a tough layup for Luke Wolf with the body on him.
Tyson Perkins taking it down the court for Westerville North. He's on that left wing. Drake Jacobson can't get past the screen. As it's kicked over. Rock to Cornett. Inside, putting it up. It's good. Westerville North, 15. Perry, 6, excuse me. It's Drake Jacobson. Has to regain control for the Panthers. Jacobson gives it to McLeod now on that left wing. Wolf takes it up. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter, awaiting a looming media timeout. Daisy with the ball in his hands, gives it to Wolf. Wolf, tough three, can't notch it. Almost boarded by Martelli, but can't get to it. Tyson Perkins leading the charge for Westerville North. Underhand pass to Fadak. And it's good. Westerville North 17, Perry 6. Westerville North able to get the score up early on the Panthers. McLeod taking it down the court for the Panthers, trying to give it over to Preston Daisy. It's going Perry's way, and Perry look gassed.
Now we get to our first media timeout of the game. Westerville North off to a great start today, leading 17-6. One thing Perry's got to remember, 2:23 in the first quarter. I mean, we saw how fast the Louisville game against Cincinnati-Aiken changed. Louisville up by 19 at halftime, and all of a sudden, Cincinnati-Aiken stormed back. I know Perry's the type of team that can come back the way Cincinnati-Aiken did with those three-pointers, but they still have a lot of time left in this game to make a good accounting for themselves.
That's just how it is when you get to Dayton. And after 6 minutes, or about 5.5 minutes of play, Westerville North 17, Perry 6. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Letter Line. My name's Aiden Brueck. I'm joined with Mike Popovich. We are here for an audio-only stream broadcast, if you will, of Westerville North and Perry's Division II state championship game here from UD Arena.
Well, this is Perry's first state championship game, first appearance in a Final Four since 1991. Westerville North hasn't been here in 20 years in the state tournament, and their last title came in 1994. That was their only title. So it has been 31 years since they have won their last state championship. Their 2 losses this season. Early in the season, they started out 1-2, were to Olentangy Orange and Cleveland St. Ignatius, and we saw those 2 teams battle it out during that great day of basketball of state semifinal games at the Fieldhouse last week.
And to some people, it might be a safe statement to say that Westerville North is the best basketball team in the state of Ohio, regardless of division.
Yeah, people could argue that. I mean, people could argue that. I mean, that's, you know, like we said, look who they beat. Look who they beat. They beat the Division III state champion Louisville by 12. They got some really good players. They have a player, Ty Perkins, going off to play with the MAC champions in Akron next year. So, you know, we got 7 divisions right now, but sometimes you watch a team and you think, boy, they could beat anybody.
I mean, at this point, Perry is in a Cinderella story. And, you know, Westerville North looking to shatter the glass eel.
Yeah, Matt Cole said this week, you know, you talk about sports and Perry. They've had a great winter season. State runners-up in wrestling, state runners-up in girls bowling. He says, we want to do our part. And I think win or lose today, they've done their part. But they're focused on winning right now.
It's 6 games to get here. Now that they've reached the final game, 7. They're ready to put a bow on it. Martelli tries to get it, and Wolf turns it over. Going inside, Elijah McCree puts it up and in.
Boy, it took like 5 seconds. Turnover, Westerville North converts.
Martelli hands it over to Luke Wolf, and he gets it right back. Martelli looking to beat one down. Jacobson takes from that right wing. Looking for a stutter step inside. It's a 13-point lead for Westerville North. 19-6 now with 2 minutes to go. Wolf takes it over to his right. With McLeod. McLeod almost loses it. Takes a hard fall. Keeps with it. Jacobson over to Daisy. Daisy fakes the three. Gets it back to Jacobson. They'll reset. Full calls a play on the bench. Jacobson wants the ISO. Spins around. Loses it. In translation, Tay Perkins puts it inside to Micah Young, and Micah Young gets it done. Westerville North 21. Perry 6. 127 seconds to go now as Drake Jacobson takes the inbound. This is one of the fastest paced teams I think I've ever seen play in Westerville North, are really proving why they belong here. Drake Jacobson with Tay Perkins, hands it over to McLeod now at the key. McLeod puts up a tough one. It's good. I'm thinking the solution is to feed McLeod. But Tay Perkins over on that right wing eyes the three ball from the college stripe. Minute to go. Elijah McCree takes things over as he tosses the ball off to Jacob Medane. Ball back to Micah Young, gives it back to Perkins. Perkins deep three. No good. Daisy gets the board. 48 seconds to go here in the first. It's Westerville North 21, Perry 8. Luke Wolf looks to dice up. Gives it over to McLeod, who's over on that left side. Almost loses it, regains possession, picks up his dribble, gives it to Luke Wolf. Perry looking to go around the horn as Wolf takes it, loses it, ball stolen. In stride to Elijah McCree, gives it to Young. Young puts up a layup. 20 seconds to go here in the first, and a timeout taken.
Yeah, Perry's going to take a timeout right here, even with just 19.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Boy, Westerville North's guards just getting a hand on the basketball, forcing turnovers. They're converting at the other end. They are a really good basketball team.
Without a doubt, Mike.
You know, Matt Ball probably wanting to take a timeout and get a good possession here. Try to get a basket or a three before this quarter runs out to try to give his team a little bit of momentum. You know, you can't take the timeouts with you, so you might as well use them at even points like this.
On the inbound, it's Martelli over to Jacobson. Jacobson almost loses it, regains his balance. Takes one over to his right. To his left, over to McLeod. Turns it over again. Another turnover. Westerville North regains possession, trying to put it up. And they regain it after the ball is taken by Martelli. Westerville North ball.
Yeah, just the second team foul on Perry here in the quarter, so no worries about that. Jack Kint's getting into the ball game for Perry for the first time tonight.
It's Elijah McCree on the inbound. Hits it to Micah Young. Young airballs. And that's going to be the end of the first. Westerville North 23. Perry 8. I mean, Mike, I got to ask you the question. Who's hot?
Westerville North as a team is hot. Micah Young, 9 points in the first quarter for Westerville North. Ty Perkins, their leading scorer coming in, only has 2 points, but Westerville North's defense obviously has been the biggest factor in this game, forcing 8 Perry turnovers in the first quarter, converting on a lot of them. They say defense wins championships. Defense has carried Westerville North to a possible title tonight.
And I gotta watch this guy take these half-court shots. Airballs one. It's a Westerville North fan. Don't put up another one. Almost falls. He's got to go over to his left. Take another one. No good. He's got one more. His second. It's no good. Nobody's gotten the half-court shot today.
Well, I think they should have put that young kid from Perry that we saw taking shots at the beginning of the game.
Might be worth it.
You know, I'm just envious of people who can shoot the ball, period, let alone somebody that young. He was really good. I forget what his name was.
I couldn't tell you. Probably like Eli. Hello, everybody. Westerville North 23, Perry 8, going into the second quarter. And it's going to be an uphill battle for Perry.
Boy, Westerville North, 10 points off fast break opportunities, 11 points off of Perry turnovers. That tells the story so far in this game today.
100%, Mike. 100%.
You know, Perry trying to make something that's very unprecedented. Stark County's never had two teams come down here and win state titles. Louisville became the first team to win a state title in 8 years from Stark County since the Jackson Polar Bears did it. Perry trying to join them today, but the Panthers have an uphill battle against a very good basketball team.
Mike, 8 minutes to go here in the first half. It's Westerville North 23, Perry 8 here at UD Arena. It's been all Westerville North. Perry down 15 after the first.
You know, we talked about Perry's needing to be successful today, just like how they've won the last couple of games as a collective effort. They got to hold on to the basketball.
Martelli on the inbound gets it to Luke Wolf. Wolf now from the other side of the half court. Has to get it down. Gives it over to McLeod. McLeod stays in with his pivot. Takes it right. In the right corner over to Jacobson. Jacobson spins around. Back up to McLeod. Westerville North, relentless pressure played. And McLeod puts one up. Can't get it in. He's fouled. He'll head to the stripe. Oh, it's no shot taken, actually. I guess. Ronald Jackson with the foul.
Yeah, just relentless pressure. Boy, how conditioned do you have to be to have that pressure that they're throwing out here today?
Jacobson spot up. No good. That's a second shot. The second shot from the three-point line that has spun around and gone and out. Looks like he's lighting it up, but everything just can't fall for him.
Well, fortunately for Drake Jacobson, he was fouled on that play, and he'll get 3 free throws here. His first one is good. Jacobson, 11 points in Perry's semifinal win over North Royalton, gets his second. Came into the game averaging just under 11 points a game. And he'll be looking to complete the trifecta and get Perry to within 12, and he does.
Ty Perkins back in the game for Westerville North. Like we said, 14.9 points per game. Currently committed to Akron to play basketball under John Gross. Actually, playing that Arizona March Madness game right now. Ball turned over. McLeod gets his hands on it. Gives it over to Wolf. Wolf looking to do something with it. Gives it inside to McLeod. McLeod tries to put up a floater, rebounded by Daisy. Puts one up. He'll get some shots. That's
Boy,
9.
Great work underneath in there by Daisy. He's really coming on strong in these last few games for the Panthers. He'll get 2 free throws. First one up and in. Daisy with 18 points in the win over North Royalton at the Fieldhouse. Came in averaging just under 8 points a game. And his second one is good.
It's a 10-point lead for Westerville North after that foul shot. Ty Perkins up on that right wing. Hands it to Ronald Jackson. Jackson with his first minutes on the game. Ty Perkins gets the ball back over on that right wing. It's to Ronald Jackson. Jackson goes to the corner. Daisy almost intercepts it. It's Elijah McCree. 3 ball. Taken. It's Ty Perkins. What a tough bucket from Ty Perkins. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Left here in the first half. Westerville North 26, Perry 13. Wolf trapped. Turnover. Ty Perkins has it. Will he go up? Yes, he will.
Perry had a lot of momentum, or some momentum, with a 5-row run to start the quarter, but Ty Perkins has just erased that.
And to give you a rundown of the situation right now, Mike, I don't think Matt Vole really is that worried. But another turnover, and Ty Perkins spots up a 3 and hits it. 6 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the second. It's an 18-point lead for Westerville North.
Well, I think Ty Perkins, in less than a minute, has scored 8 points and has forced 2 turnovers. Perry had some momentum, and now Mikey Haley is going to get his first action since the district semifinal game.
Oops. Mikey Haley back in the game for Perry. Off of appendicitis, he brings the first one inbound in. His first time with the ball in his hands in the game since about 3 weeks ago. Bartoli has to get it down. Passes it on to Jacobson. He's got to get it forward. Taking it forward. Puts it over to Haley. Haley takes it in. No look pass to Daisy. Daisy, reverse. Can't get it in. And no buckets can fall for Perry. Micah Young, right wing. Takes it inside. Mid-range jumper taken by King. That's Damian King, 6'3", sophomore. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the second.
Well, we're going to have a foul called on Westerville North here. It's going to be on Elijah McCree. Wait, I don't think we had a very good appreciation of Mikey Haley because we really haven't seen him. But that no-look pass down there, Perry just couldn't convert on it.
Mikey Haley's got 2 shots. Looking for his first points after getting his appendix removed. This is just high school sports. Haley in front of the crowd of Westerville North. Makes his first.
Yeah, Mikey Haley was on his way to the district final game to meet the team at school, and he found out he just couldn't walk. So he took him to the hospital. Diagnosis was appendicitis, had his appendix removed the next day. Now he's back on the court here in the state championship game.
Haley's second free throw. Finds its way in, like clockwork. 18-point lead for Westerville North. I can't keep saying it. Westerville North 33, Perry 15. 5 minutes, 26 seconds to go here in the first half. Mikey Young slowing things down for Westerville North, and he's got it at that right wing. Going inside, in stride to Ty Perkins. Ty Perkins fires away. A turnover by Luke Wolf. Intercepts the pass. Mikey Haley burns one. Looking for another. Puts one up inside. He's tripped. Regains it. Hits it out of bounds off the feet of Mikey Young and Mikey Haley. Getting up. Helped up by the Cloud.
Boy, good instance there by Mikey Haley. Lying on the ground like that to throw the ball off the Westerville North player. Now Mikey Haley's going to leave the ball game now.
Trey Jacobson back in for Perry, coming in for Mikey Haley. Luke Wolf has the inbound, but really what options does he have? They're all covered. Wolf inbounds to Jacobson. Jacobson gets it. Over through the key. Looking to put one up inside. He's fouled. Going to the stripe, Ty Perkins disagrees.
Well, Westerville North went over the limit on that last trip down court that led to those 2 Mikey Haley free throws. And we still have 5 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the second quarter as Drake Jacobson's first free throw is no good. So maybe Perry can make hay at the free throw line as Jacobson hits his second.
17-point game now. Westerville North 33, Perry 16, 4 minutes 56 to go left here in the second. Tyson Perkins looking to drain some clock, waiting for the media timeout. Mikey Young puts a mid-range jumper up into the hoop. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go now. Martelli's got to inbound it. Looks for Jacobson. His pass is on target. Westerville North 35. Perry 16. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to go. Jacobson looks to dice up. Takes one over to his left wing. Travel call.
Turnover there on Perry. Westerville North looking to build the lead over 20 now.
Ty Perkins hits over to the right side and Tyson Perkins. One put up by Nolan Fedak. Wolf, it's a sprint down the court. Taking it with his right, hits it over to Jacobson. Jacobson loses it. And Fedak gets it over to Mikey Young, who goes inside and throws it out of bounds. Media timeout now after the 4-minute time ticks down. It's Westerville North 37, Perry 16.
Well, Westerville North has been everything they have been billed to be, and Ty Perkins had a slow start for them. Their 1,000-point scorer, McDonald's All-American Game nominee. But earlier in this quarter, he just took over the game, and I don't think it was less than a minute. Forced a couple of turnovers, scored 8 points. Perry started the quarter by scoring the first 5 points after being behind 23-8 at the end of the quarter. But now Westerville North has built a 21-point lead.
Arizona and Akron. Arizona currently leading by 3, 11-8. If you guys care. Westerville North 37, Perry 16, 3 minutes, 57 seconds to go. Westerville North over the limit as they got 5. Perry has 0, playing very disciplined basketball. Just haven't been able to keep up with this Westerville North offense that has been so persistent. And also, for that matter, this Westerville North defense.
When you talk about Ty Perkins for future school, they're looking to break a drought themselves. 0 for 7 in the NCAA tournament as a Division I program. They're out in Seattle tonight. It's a great time of year, March Madness, both at the high school level and at the college levels. We went up and saw the MAC tournament last week. Akron win that tournament on the men's side, Ball State on the women's side. It's always a great tournament. They got the NCAAs up in Cleveland this weekend. Teams like Alabama, Vanderbilt, St. Mary's, and Michigan State's going to play at 10 o'clock tonight. We might get home before that game ends.
We're in Dayton, Mike.
It'll be close.
3 minutes, 57 seconds to go here in this second. It's Westerville North 37 to Perry 16. 21-point lead for Westerville North. And, that's about it.
Yeah, if you're Perry, I mean, still, you can't really panic about this. I mean, I know that deficit looks huge against this Westerville North team and what they've done so far. You just got to take it one possession at a time. We've seen them rally. This would be the biggest rally if they're able to do that against probably the toughest opponent.
Martelli has the inbound for the Panthers. He looks for McLeod, who takes it up. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in the first half. McLeod's foot race down. Takes up himself. He falls, slips, gets fouled.
Yeah, Westerville North over the limit already. Darnell McLeod going to the free throw line. Shooting 2. Had that explosive dunk near the end of that state semifinal game. First free throw off the back of the rim, no good. McLeod coming in, averaging 7.6 points per game. Second shot, up and in.
Splits the pair. Mikey Young passes it over to Tyson Perkins. Perkins on that left wing. Hands over to Mikey Young. He's on the right side, about 3 steps offset the key. Goes back to the logo. Moves back in. Dishes one underneath. Turned over. Going Perry's way.
As we said, just chip away at this lead. Try to drive inside, draw contact, go back to the free throw line.
Cloud goes down that left side. Double teamed, he's trapped. Has to get it over to Martelli. Martelli to Jacobson. Jacobson on that right wing. Right in front of me. They're standing in front. Daisy goes in stride, puts one up and in. Daisy with 0 contact. Makes it a closer game. Westerville North 37. Perry 19. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the second. Tyson Perkins looks to dice up Drake Jacobson. Passes one over to Fedak, and Daisy picks up the turnover. Westerville North 37. Perry 19. Jacobson goes up, puts one in. No good. Gets his own board, puts it back, and fun! And one, and one, and one, and one, and one. Oh my goodness, Mike, I cannot speak.
Boy, Drake Jacobson saves that possession, getting the offensive rebound and the putback, draws the foul. That possession couldn't have went any better. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to bring his team within 15. Jacobson's free throw off the back of the rim, no good. But Perry regains possession as Luke Wolf gains the rebound out in front of McLeod. Daisy at the top of the circle.
Back into it. Wolf has it on that right wing. He wants to drive inside. Puts up a tough layup. Can't get it to fall. Almost rebounded by Daisy, but no go. Ty Perkins takes it down the court. Up and down. Perkins takes it. And McLeod fouls.
Yeah, that'll be the foul will go against Darnell McLeod. And I believe that'll be his second. Two shots coming for Tyson Perkins. First one up and in. Perkins with his first point of the night. Came in averaging just under 8 points a game for Westerville North. And the second shot is good as well.
2 minutes, 18 seconds to tick. Westerville North 39. Perry 21, 18-point lead now for Westerville North. The Warriors have taken a commanding lead over the Panthers. McLeod almost loses it. He's fouled.
Yeah, Tyson Perkins is a little bit too much defense there. He's forced a couple of turnovers tonight with that relentless pressure that Westerville North applies. But a foul there, and that'll send Darnell McLeod back to the free throw line. Perry getting a lot of opportunities at the free throw line as McLeod converts his first shot. Talked to his dad, Keith, this week, the former Kinley Bulldog. Really proud moment watching his son play in the Final Four, and McLeod gets the second.
Ty Perkins taking it over for the Warriors as he gives it back to Mikey Young at the logo. It's 4-1 from Westerville North. As Mikey Young has it on that left wing. Westerville North 39, Perry 23. 16-point lead for the Warriors. And 53 to go now as Ty Perkins going around the horn with his teammates. Tyson Perkins gives it back over to Ty Perkins. Minute and 40 seconds to go. Mikey Young looking to make one happen. He's blocked. Luke Wolf gets the board. Minute and 34 seconds to go. Westerville North 39, Perry 23. McLeod, Jacobson, corner. It's good! 3 ball. And a 13-point game. But inside, Ty Perkins draws the foul. He'll go to the stripe now. Minute and 21 seconds to go. Perry looking to eat away at this Warriors lead.
Boy, Jacobson's really done a lot to keep Perry within breathing distance. That was his first 3 of the game. He already has 11 points. He's converted at the foul line. Now Ty Perkins will try to convert at the foul line for Westerville North with 2 shots, and his first one is good. Perkins now with 11 points in the game. Matches Micah Young as Westerville North's scoring leader. The second shot is good.
Damian King going in for Nolan Fedak. Martelli has the inbound for the Panthers. Another check-in now as Jacob Medane comes in for Tony Cornett. I believe it's Medhan. Cloud gets the inbound, gives it right back to Martelli. Martelli needs to get it past. Sluggish, but gets it done. Gets a screen from Wolf. Keeps it. Looks to go inside. Puts a mid-ranger up. Banks off the backboard. It's in. Now it's 13 points. Minute to go now in the second. Tyson Perkins tries to go up. He loses it. And a tussle inside as Wolf regains possession. It's inside to Jacobson. Jacobson puts up a tough one. Can't get it. Daisy board. Can't get it done. Tyson Perkins regains. Ty Perkins inside. Damian King from inside. Chaos on the court results in a Westerville North 2-pointer. Westerville North 43, Perry 28. Luke Wolf now from the left wing. Pulled back up to the logo. Looking to set things back up, but he loses it. Micah Young taking it up and in with the layup. Westerville North 45, Perry 28. Perry trying to get this back as soon as possible. McLeod takes it up for a quick one. Loses it. No foul called. Ty Perkins throws it down to Tyson Perkins. Tyson Perkins over to Young. And Young puts one up and in. And after 1/2 of play, it's all Warriors as Westerville North take over the Perry Panthers 47-28.
Perry had it down to 13. They had possession. And just like that, like we've seen a couple of times tonight, a Westerville North scoring spurt, 6 straight points, puts them back up by 19, 47-28.
Mike, that is going to do it for our first half coverage here from UD Arena. And we will see you back after halftime. It's Westerville North 47, Perry 28. This has been the Winter Live's first half coverage. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from UD Arena in Dayton. Mike, it is currently Westerville North 47 to the Perry Panthers 28.
Well, Westerville North, as we said, everything they've been built up to be. Give you an idea of what they've been able to do defensively. They've helped force 24 Perry turnovers. 14 of them have been a result of steals. Micah Young with 3, Tony Cornett with 3. They have converted the turnovers into 24 points, including 22 on fast break opportunities. They shot 90% from the field in the second quarter. When you're forcing turnovers and getting easy layups, that's easy to do. So, Perry down by 19. Hey, they just have to take care of the basketball. They can't get it all back at once. If they can get this to within 10 in the fourth quarter, that would be a good thing. But let's see what they can do here in the final half of basketball for their season.
I mean, Perry had 15 turnovers in the first half, and that's inexcusable. Westerville North going to start with the ball here. It's Tyson Perkins gets things rolling. Fedak puts it over to Michael Young after the pass from Perkins. Perkins through inside. Luke Wolf gets the steal. Martelli gets it down the court for the Panthers. He has to spin back around. Taking it forward. He'll put one through. Wolf resets for Perry. Looking to draw this out and get good buckets. Wolf puts one up inside. Blocked by Fedak. Fedak inside. Tony Cornett with a slam.
Luke Wolf has just had a tough time tonight offensively for Perry.
Westerville North 49. Perry Panthers 28. Martelli down the court for Perry. Drake Jacobson currently with 11 for the Panthers. Gives it over to McLeod on that left wing. McLeod tries to slow down the tempo, but loses it. Ball's chucked down court. Micah Young stays with it and puts it in for a lay.
We got 2 baskets off of 2 more Perry turnovers for Westerville North to start the half.
Jacobson pop-up 3. Can't get it to fall. Perry can't get the board. Jacobson stops the pass going over Westerville North's way, but Westerville North will maintain possession. Westerville North 51, Perry 28.
Drake Jacobson been one of the few bright spots for Perry with 11 points tonight.
Ty Perkins. It's up to Micah Young. Micah Young fade away from the mid-range, and he knocks it down. Westerville North 53, Perry 28. Perry need a miracle as Luke Wolf takes it down past the foul stripe, but he's fouled. Micah Young thinks it wasn't a foul.
Boy, Luke Wolf finding it tough to bring the ball up the court throughout this game. Just a little bit too much defense there by Micah Young. Picks up the foul. Perry regains possession.
Martelli inbounds to Wolf. Pass half court. Tries to get a screen past Daisy. Won't get it done. Instead, he spins around. Fires over to Martelli on that left wing. Martelli eyeing down the competition. Gives it to McLeod. McLeod, spot up 3. Can't knock it down. It's off the right side of the rim. Micah Young taking it down the court for Westerville North. Hands it off to Perkins. Perkins from the 3-point stripe. Puts it up. Can't get it in. But Fedak gets the board. It's taken over by Micah Young, and he gets a mid-range jumper. Perry just can't compete.
Yeah, that's an 8-0 run to start the quarter for Westerville North. Biggest lead of the night at 27, 55-28.
Perry eyeing to come back, give it to Drake Jacobson. He's got to get it past half court, which he does. He's got Perkins around him. Perkins gets a hand on it. Ball given back over to Ty Perkins. Perkins puts one up and in. And this has just been a dominant run from Westerville North. Westerville North 57. Perry 28. Martelli almost turns it over again. He gets it over to McLeod on that left wing. McLeod takes it through. Over to Luke Wolf. Wolf, tough three, knocks it down. Some momentum a little bit, maybe an inch, shifted back over as Fadak takes a pass inside. Wolf tries to get the steal. Jump ball is called.
Possession will go to Perry.
Going Perry's way. Mikey Haley getting back in the game for Drake Jacobson.
Yeah, that three-pointer was the first of the night for Luke Wolf. He has 5 points.
Haley going to start with it after the inbound from Martelli. Looks to pass by Perkins. Loses it. But it's going Perry's way. Westerville North student section chant, "You're too little." Darn. Mikey Haley, 5'8". He'll receive the inbound. Number 4 for Perry. It's Westerville North 57. Perry 31. 26-point lead for Westerville North. As Luke Wolf takes another three. Can't get it done. Daisy tries to get the board, but it's rebounded by Mikey Young. Young takes it in himself. Tough leg. Can't go in. Fadak tries to get it up. Won't find it. Mike Haley taking it down for Perry as he goes past the logo. Takes it through. Has to stay careful with his feet. Takes it to his right. Over to Wolf. Wolf almost loses it. He'll give it over to McLeod. Another turnover. Tyson Perkins goes up. And in on the layup. Westerville North 59. Perry 31. Haley taking it down the court for the Panthers. Fouled by Perkins. Tyson Perkins to be exact. And now we are headed to a media timeout.
Well, I was sitting here wondering if we would see Mikey Haley back in the ball game again. You know, when you're out, however many weeks it was, 3 weeks, it takes a little bit of time to build your endurance back up. When you throw into the fact that he had his appendix removed, that's a bigger issue. But he is back in the ball game here in the second half. And quite frankly, you know, he's been handled the ball better against this Westerville North pressure than any of the other Panthers have done. So Matt Bull giving him a shot to come back in the game. But still a big uphill climb for Perry. Trailing by 28, 59-31, with 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Earlier today we saw Louisville complete their dream season, beating Cincinnati-Aiken in the Division III state championship game. And after that, Zanesville-Maysville defeated Cleveland-Glenville to win the Division IV state title. And there'll be 4 games here at the University of Dayton tomorrow. Our focus, of course, here, Perry Panthers against Westerville North. And it's been a tough night for the Panthers.
Westerville North 59, Perry 31, 3 minutes 50 seconds to go here in the third. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Letter Live. My name is Aiden Brueck. I'm joined with Mike Popovich. We saw Louisville take home the Division III state championship earlier today. And I'm sure when we get back to Northeast Ohio, the celebrations will continue in Louisville.
Yes, I'm sure it will. They're probably getting close to home as we speak.
No, they're already home. They're already home. Like, they're already home. This media timeout taking forever. All right.
Well, we're never used to these in the games we've done, in the 30-plus games we've done this season. No media timeouts, but they have them for Spectrum News 1, who are doing these games live.
Westerville North 59, Perry 31, 3 minutes 50 seconds to go here in the third. It's going to be Perry ball.
Coming back on the court for Perry.
Luke Wolf on the inbound. Hits it over to Drake Jacobson. He's got to get it down the court. Gives it to Mikey Haley. Tries to cook up with the ball. Over to McLeod now. McLeod over to Martelli now on that left wing. Fires inside to Wolf. Wolf looking for a tough layup. Fires it into McLeod. He receives the pass and puts it in for a bucket. Westerville North 59, Perry's 33. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third. Elijah McCree. This is over to Jacob Medon. Mikey Young has it from beyond the perimeter. Gives it out to Ty Perkins. Gives it right back. Mikey Young can't back in the three. Rebounded by Jacobson. Jacobson gets it down the court. He's double teamed as they back off. Jacobson gives it to Haley now on that right side by the OHSAA logo. Takes it left. Ball poked out of his hands. Elijah McCree guarded by Haley. Can't get it done. That's going to be a shooting foul on Mikey Haley.
That's 19 turnovers already for Perry. Just relentless defense from Westerville North. Elijah McCray will go to the free throw line for Westerville North. 2 points on the night. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. "19 turnovers for Perry, and a lot of them were Westerville North steals." Second free throw is good for McCree.
McCree splits the pair. And Wolf inbounds it over to Nasir Foster. He's seen his first minutes on the court. He's got to fire one over to McLeod now. McLeod, almost lost in translation, gives it into Martelli, and Martelli knocks down a two inside. It's a 25-point game. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Westerville, North 60, Perry 35. Mikey Young hands it over on the right wing to Ty Perkins. Ty Perkins fakes a three. Hands it into Mikey Young. Young looking to finish inside. Puts a tough one up. Gets his board. Can't put it in. Rebounded by Jacobson. And it's Perry ball. Down the court. Nasir goes up. Puts up a tough lay. Can't get it. McLeod gets the board back. Martelli receives it. Mid-range jumper. No good. It's off the front of the rim. Westerville North 60. Perry 35. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. It's Ty Perkins going inside. Tough bucket goes in.
So Perkins has been magnificent tonight, along with his brother, Mikey Young. 16 points for Perkins.
Nasir Foster becoming the primary ball handler for Perry. He almost loses it. Picks it back up. Has to give it off to somebody. He's just got his gallery step, and he throws a pick to Ty Perkins. Ty Perkins puts one up. Gets fouled. That's Darnell McLeod on the shooting foul. Ty Perkins will head to the stripe. Perkins, he's got 16 points on the night.
Yeah, 16 points for Perkins, 21 points for Mikey Young, 10 points for Tony Cornett. Perkins goes to the free throw line. First free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Westerville North 6 and 9 from the free throw line tonight. First miss for Perkins, but he gets the second one to drop.
Nasir trips, loses it, stays with it, but McCree puts up a layup. Blocked by Foster. McLeod, it's a foot race. It's 3v2, puts one up. He falls, it's tough. Offensive foul on McLeod.
Well, that was a good play by Foster after losing the basketball to not give up on the possession and come down and get the block. But unfortunately for Perry, an offensive foul, another turnover, gives the ball back to Westerville North.
Ty Perkins takes it past the timeline for Westerville North. Hands it over to Jacob Medon. Damian King gets over to Ty Perkins. Ty Perkins right in front of me.
Ty Perkins steps out of bounds. Gives the ball back to Perry.
Wolf has the inbound, hands it off to Nasir Foster. Westerville North cannot falter. Another steal almost by Ty Perkins. Nasir Foster hits it over to Wolf. Wolf, spot up three. Can't knock it. Rebounded by Foster, and he can't get the bucket inside. Westerville North 63, Perry 35. Turnover almost caused by Nasir Foster, but a corner three. Passed up. Inside. That was Jacob Medon. Can't get it done inside. Tried to put one on a poster. Wolf on Ty Perkins. Got two handsy.
Too much defense there by Ty Perkins. That's his third foul. Boy, even with a 28-point lead, Westerville North not letting up on the defensive end of the court.
Wolf inbounding the ball for the Panthers. Has to find McLeod, who goes in transition. That's XJ Woolader in for the Panthers. Has to pass it to somebody, but keeps it himself. Goes inside to Daisy. Daisy stays with it. Loses it. Going Perry's way. Westerville North 63, Perry 35. 12.5 seconds to tick here in the third. Wolf fakes the three. Goes inside. Good lay. Gets it in. Tries to beat the foul, but won't get it done. Westerville North, 63. Perry, 37. And as time expires, it's no basket. And Perry.
Well, Perry really didn't make the big dent that they needed to make to get themselves back in the ball game and really give themselves a chance. Westerville North up by 19 at the half. Westerville North up by 26 at the end of the third quarter. And Westerville North is 8 minutes away from winning their first state championship in 31 years. And Westerville North has just been magnificent tonight. Micah Young, 21 points. Ty Perkins, 17 points. Tony Cornett, 10 points. But it's just been this relentless pressure defense from Westerville North that has made the difference tonight. Westerville North forcing 22 Perry turnovers, leading to 38 points in the paint, 30 fast break points. Out of the 22 Perry turnovers, 20 have been steals by Westerville North. They have earned what they're about to get at the end of this quarter. Westerville North outscoring Perry 16-9 in the third quarter to build a 26-point lead. For Perry tonight, Drake Jacobson, the only player in double figures with 11. Darnell McLeod, Luke Wolf with 7 apiece. Wolf also has 8 rebounds. But for Perry, this Cinderella run in the postseason looks like it's going to end with a state runner-up spot.
Westerville North 63, Perry 37, 8 minutes to go here in the state championship. Perry fans not ushering out just yet. We've seen it happen before. But by 26, that'd be a different story.
Well, a loyal group of supporters, they're going to hang around until the finish here tonight. They have been taken on a memorable ride. I don't know if the most ardent Perry fan would ever thought that on March 21st they'd be spending the night at the University of Dayton Arena watching their team play in the state championship game. But their team earned their way here.
Starting the fourth quarter. It's a turnover from Westerville North. Elijah McCreed dribbles it off his foot. 63-37, 26-point lead now for the Warriors. Perry needs a miracle. Wolf takes it down the court. Hands it over to Holder. And bucket by Extra. Excuse me, by Wolf actually inside. Excuse me. Westerville North 63. Perry 39. Free ball taken, and it banks in. It's Micah Young. Micah Young. Oh my goodness, what a performance.
Well, you know your night's going good when you can bank in a three like that.
McLeod tries to dice up from beyond the arc. Goes to his right. Hits Drake Jacobson. Jacobson eyes the tough three ball. Hands it over to Wolf. Wooliter taking it through traffic. Spins around. Puts one into Daisy. Daisy in. Can't get it. But gets the foul.
Yeah, the foul's on Damian King for Westerville North, his first foul of the game. Preston Daisy goes to the free throw line and makes his first. Daisy 3 for 3 at the line tonight, 7 points overall. Second shot for Daisy is off the back of the rim, no good.
Westerville North take it down the court. It's a corner three. No good. Boarded by Young and put in by Fidak. Wooliter gets the board, turns it over, and it's a quick layup by Tyson Perkins. Tyson Perkins, quick layup inside after the deflection. Westerville North 68, Perry 40. It's a 28-point lead for Westerville North. Tough bucket taken by Jacobson. He goes in, cuts it back down to 26. 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go. Westerville North 68, Perry 42. Ty Perkins drives through, kicks it out. Ronald Jackson kicks it out back to Perkins. Perkins dices up inside, gets it in. Ty Perkins, once in a generation talent. Wooliter crosses up Tyson Perkins and goes down the court. He's over on that left side, looking to give it back to Wolf, but the ball's poked out by Tyson Perkins. Tyson Perkins, guarded by Wolf. This is an underneath. It's a Ty Perkins. It's a kickball.
Westerville North tried to get a little too fancy there, but a kick on Luke Wolf. They'll maintain possession, Westerville North.
Starting things off, it's Ronald Jackson. Puts underneath to Fidak. Can't get it done. Boarded by Ronald Jackson. It's going Perry's way. Another turnover, almost, but Drake Jacobson stays with it. Jacobson inside to McLeod, and McLeod can't stay with it.
Yeah, it's just been that night for Perry. Westerville North took control of this game early, and they have never taken their foot off the gas.
Westerville North 70, Perry 42. And now Ty Perkins slows things down for the Warriors. Fidak, three ball. Count it. Martelli ready to suit back up, get in the game. Jacobson, close to the half-court stripe. Hands it over to Wolf. Wolf on that right side. And Wooliter, from down on that right side. Mikey Haley gets ready to come in too. Just can't get past Mikey Young. Wooliter over to Daisy. Daisy three ball, spot up. No good. Tyson Perkins gets it in transition. Kicks to the corner. Ty Perkins, corner. No good. It's almost rebounded by Jacobson, but he took it and it's going out of bounds. And Perry just can't get the boards.
As you said, Mikey Haley coming back into the game for Perry along with Nico Martelli. Preston Daisy, Drake Jacobson will sit. Looks like Westerville North starting to empty the bench a little bit here. Mikey Young and Ty Perkins both going out. They've been a big difference. Not to state the obvious in this game, but they have.
Tyson Perkins receives the inbound from himself after the pass back. Damian King gives it to Tyson Perkins off a screen. Tyson Perkins looks to dice up on Martelli. Spins around. Corner, three. Bedon can't get it. Wolf gets the board. 4 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Mikey Haley looks to get it down the court for the Panthers. He's got a couple of looks. Takes it over to his right wing. Pass Matt Vol on the bench. Haley goes inside to Wolf. Finds him in stride and puts it in. Haley gets the assist from Wolf. Westerville North 73. Perry 44. 4 minutes to go. Ball saved as Tony Cornett almost loses it. Tyson Perkins over on that left wing. It's a drive underneath. Tough layup. Put some spin on it off the backboard. And it falls. Mikey Haley ruling things for Perry. Takes it over to his right. Wants a bucket. Puts it up. Can't knock it down. Westerville North chucks one down the court. Tony Cornett. Corner. Three ball. Elijah McCree. Count it. It's good. 78 points from Westerville North on Perry. A 34-point game. Foster looks to take it inside. Martelli tries to get a bucket inside. Can't get it done. Ball inside to Wolf. Stolen. It's Jacob Bedhan. Tyson Perkins tries to put up a alley-oop to Tony Cornett, but to no avail. Now Joey Lucians coming in for Darnell McLeod. An immediate timeout now here in UD Arena.
Yeah, this is probably the timeout both teams really don't want right now. Westerville North wants to wrap this win up. Perry, boy, just a tough night here at Dayton. You hate to see a Cinderella run in the postseason end so decisively, but what's always going to be remembered in the years to come will be the Cinderella run. The Luke Wolf 3 free throws to beat Solon. The unbelievable Luke Wolf shot to beat Warren Harding. The comeback against North Royalton at the Fieldhouse in front of a jam-packed crowd when things looked really bleak. And Mikey Haley getting an opportunity to play in the state championship game. You know, as bad as I feel for the Panthers right now, I feel really good that he had this opportunity to play on the University of Dayton court with his teammates, even though it's going to end in a pretty decisive loss.
It's a decisive loss, Mike, but I think there's a statement for Perry to even come to the state championship. This is their first state championship in school history. Westerville North, obviously, just a better team today. Westerville North 78, Perry 44. It's a 34-point lead for Westerville North going into the media timeout.
Yeah, and that's what I meant, you know, down the road, how this game went isn't going to be remembered. It's how the Panthers got here that's going to be remembered. And I meant it when I said it last week. You know, I've seen teams get to the state championship game. This Perry team getting to the state championship game in the way they've done it after the regular season they've had, I still say is the greatest story of any team to get to a state championship game. I don't care if they're not going to win today. It's still a pretty cool story. And it's been kind of fun. We didn't see a lot of them during the regular season, but it's been kind of fun the past few weeks to kind of follow that story and follow it to the finish here in Dayton.
Nasir Foster taking it down the court for Perry. Darnell McLeod back on the court. As Joey Luschitz logs his first minutes on the court. Darnell McLeod almost gets another turnover as he puts one up and in. Lane's found. Westerville North 78. Perry 46. It's Elijah McCree taking it down the court for Westerville North as he tries to go inside, at least to Ronald Jackson. Ronald Jackson gives it to Tony Cornett and gives it right back. Tough three ball is no good. Heat check is unsuccessful. Westerville North 78, Perry 46. Nasir Foster throws an interception, but Nasir Foster is able to get it back. And then he doesn't. Darnell McLeod tries to get Moss and gives it over to Elijah McCree. Elijah McCree tries to tip it with Preston Daisy. It's going Westerville North's way. And Tony Cornett out of the game for Westerville North. Nate Roman comes in for him.
Westerville North substituting more of their starters out. Tony Cornett going out of the game. He had 10 points today.
And the ball hits right in front of the table. That was the most thrilling thing I've seen all day. Martelli on the inbound. It's over to Nasir Foster. Nasir Foster on that right side. Simeon Shell gets ready to suit up for the Panthers. Nasir Foster turns it over. And Darnell McLeod out for Perry.
Darnell McLeod out. His final high school game. Luke Wolf exited earlier. His final high school game. Kind of interesting to see where he ends up. I know the Walsh Cavaliers they have a lot of interest in him, as they have a lot of interest in a lot of players from Stark County.
Ball's kicked outside. That's Desmond Conte. And for Westerville North as well. Three ball, spot up. Nate Roman can't get it to fall. It's an air ball. Tough lay taken by Noah Hale, but to no avail. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go now. It's Westerville North 78, Perry 46. Nico Martelli on that left wing. Goodbye chance rain from Westerville North student section. Ball's handed over to Lowell. Jack Kintz also in. Martelli still on the floor. Giving it over to Joey Luschitz. Puts one up. No good. It's an air ball off the layup. 50 seconds to go. Desmond Ocante from the corner. Lobs one over to Jacob Medhan. Dice is up. Ball's lost in translation from Noah Hale. And it's Perry ball with 39.4 seconds to go. Westerville North 78, Perry 46. XJ Willer looks over side to MC Walker. No, excuse me. It's not MC Walker. Martelli now at the key. Hands it over. Joey Luschitz gives it back to Martelli. Martelli looking for one last varsity bucket as Luschitz pops a three. No good. Westerville North with 10 seconds to go will dribble out the clock, and Westerville North are your Division II state champions. Their 24th straight win in the season after starting 1-2. The Warriors are back at the top of the mountain.
Westerville North ends a 31-year title drought. They won it in 1994 under head coach Dave Hoover, who went on to McKinley and won a couple of state titles. Perry's run comes up a win short of a title, but what a run it was.
Without a doubt, Mike. Now, Mike, this brings us to an interesting situation. We don't have any games left.
We don't. We don't have any basketball games left. Let's make that.
Set that straight.
Let's make that
Set
clear.
that straight.
But yeah, we are talking about doing spring high school sports, baseball, softball, lacrosse. We kind of have to get the logistics figured out. Get maybe a couple of approvals or two to do that, which we hope we can do. But this has been really fun. I was so stoked when you came up with the idea of doing basketball broadcasts. And, you know, I don't need to say it. You know how much it means to me that you asked me to do this. And I really appreciate it very much. And I've had a lot of fun.
They're cheering for you, Mike.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man.
Hey, regardless of the situation, everybody who tuned in today, thank you all for watching. This has been the Winter Live's last basketball game of the season. I'm Aiden Brueck. This is Mike Popovich. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching. And have a good night.